Computers and atomic bombs, both products of World War II, grew up together.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group, and they have the big shell under complete control.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to shell 1. 5 minutes to
The big shell.
Alpha, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the president. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on.
Liquid only asked for $1 billion.
Hostages, huh?
These guys want 30 times that.
Groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chloride's being
Yeah,
used to
I mean,
decontaminate the seawater,
this is
or
only
the oil,
set
toxins
4
containing
years after
catastrophic
the
levels
Shadow
of
Moses
dioxins will be
incident.
released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history. You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
I just noticed you can already see
This is Snake. I'm now inside
the thing underneath the submarine up there that we'll come back to
We're
later.
in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights
That's a fun
on the
detail.
plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part.
Yeah, I bet
Make
you
sure
do,
nobody
right?
sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is
I bet that line is
140.85.
maybe important to the
When you want
themes
to
of
use
this
the
game,
codec,
maybe.
Push the back button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the back button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear.
Did he still
No one
say
but you will be able to hear it.
All right.
back button
I'll
in the
contact you if
HD
anything
collection version? I
changes.
guess he must have.
First,
Though
make your way to the
I
upper
played the
section of the
HD
Big
collection
Shell.
on PS3
How do I get
originally,
up to
so
the
I
next
never
level?
heard him say that. Because it was still the
elevator at
select
far
button
end of
on
that
PS3
area.
controllers.
Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
That's cool and everything, but I'm just gonna watch my life bar, I think.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
I forget, is there anything down there in the water? What?
Got your feet wet? These are the basic controls for swimming. Stroke the water and move forward by pushing the punch button. Push it in rapid succession to swim faster.
Change your heading with the left stick. Up will take you up, down takes you lower. Left and right to face those directions.
The O2 gauge will appear under your life gauge while you're underwater. The gauge corresponds to the amount of air you can hold from a single deep breath. Once the O2 gauge falls to 0, the life gauge will start to drop. You need to be aware of that.
Shit. I like the way that the rebreather looks, but looking in first person with it on is real annoying. Feel like there was something down here, but I guess not. I might be confusing this part with like another part that comes later. Whatever. Ration. Ugh, all the bugs and stuff. So gross. Ew. Yeah, there's another ration over here. I think that's all I can find in here. Ew, I hate it. Just go, get away from these nasty things. Just got beaten up.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gorlukovich man.
Gorlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
Who is that be-mulleted individual?
Colonel, There's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
No, I was
We need to get an
absolutely
ID,
like
but for now, you
totally
can take advantage
on
of
the ride and
situation
hate train
get to work.
for a very
There's
long
a terminal
time.
in front of the elevator, a node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd.
Raiden,
Node.
you're not helping your
Use the node
your cause.
to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
like
Pull
when
up the
you
map of
when
the
this game is
structure.
like new
That'll let you activate
and
the
you only
Soliton
have
radar.
this game to go by when
Soliton
you're
radar?
judging Raiden as a
True.
character.
That radar came in useful during VR training.
It's easy to hate
A
him.
radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high, should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node.
My radar
The
won't work
nanomachines in your body will
in
take
each
care of the
area
security
until I
clearance
activate the
and allow you
nerd.
access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
This game does have some pacing problems, especially later. I mean, the Big Shell was built like where the tanker was destroyed. And like, stuff that happened on the tanker is also still going to be relevant later. It's not a 100% new plot. Just mostly a new plot. A soft reboot that happens mid-game. What's my name? Yeah. There I am. Birthday. Nope, that's not my birthday. That is. It's coming up real soon. I'm not from the UK. Yep, that's me. And it's also going to bring up this menu every single time you activate the node as well. Okay, so now the radar will be turned on for this
Good
area.
work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
He is saying verbatim the things
Your
that
radar isn't
Mei Ling
affected
said
by the weather.
in the previous
But if you're
game
discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
when she was
It
explaining
gets
how the
jammed
radar
easily,
worked.
I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the Start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved.
Jack and Rose.
What's going on?
Titanic
Jack,
reference.
I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the
Yeah,
operative's
Raiden has
will to
also played
survive.
Metal Gear Solid
I was
1
trained
in
to
VR
fight.
form.
My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose,
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden.
Raiden.
Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack?
what?
She
Do
messes
you know
it
what
up
day it is
immediately.
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well. I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
Oh, yeah. By the way, these guys are waking up now. So... okay, we're not done talking.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Yeah, they sure
Be careful,
are.
Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Yeah, much how, like, the first game opens up with you having to wait for the elevator to come down.
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the
That's exactly what's happening here. So I'm just waiting for the elevator. There it is. Now, how do I get past these guys? I feel like the real difficulty starts now with this game. Like, when I said earlier, I'm gonna get spotted a lot. Yeah, I was mostly thinking, like, with the big shell stuff. Because now the real game begins. Okay, that guy's just going away entirely. Cool. Appreciate that.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
That monster.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Yeah, Snake destroyed that tanker.
Could he have survived?
He's evil.
Not a chance.
He's evil and also dead, while also being the leader of this new group.
I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
And my radar doesn't work again. So if you do 100 pull-ups, you can upgrade your grip level to 2. And then if you do 100 more, you can upgrade your grip level to 3. Which will let you hang on to stuff longer. I am not going to sit here and do that, because keeping it at 1 the entire game it's never going to be a problem. Yes.
Raiden, look at that wire fence. You may be able to crawl through it.
Crouch down using the crawl button. Then push the left stick in the direction you want to move. Push the crawl button again to stand up.
You can use weapons even while crawling. This is different from VR training, so you keep that in mind.
This is real life now, Raiden.
Raiden, SEAL Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception. Only a few people know about your presence here. There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
I don't start off with any weapons because while Snake retired from Foxhound, Raiden is actively a member of it. And they've got their stupid policy of procure all weapons and items on site. So Snake got to start with a gun, Raiden does not.
I'll leave the first floor to you, okay?
Understood.
Colonel, I've located the node, but it's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any closer.
Oh, jeez,
Distract
Colonel.
them. Try making
There's a
some
bad
noise
guy.
to draw
What do
their
I
attention
do?
away.
How?
Flatten yourself against a wall and hit the punch button.
Knock against the damn wall, Raiden. That's how you make noise. Like this. Activating nerd. Presents me with this menu again. Now I have the radar in this particular strut. There's not really anything in here that I need at the moment, so keep going.
Raiden, watch out. There are sentries posted on the connecting bridge. They will spot you if you continue on course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Hanging?
Face any waist-high railing and push the action button to clear the railing and hang over the side. Once there, you can move sideways while keeping out of enemy sight.
All right, I'm giving it a try.
I'll try my best,
Don't forget
Colonel.
the grip gauge. It will keep decreasing during a hanging maneuver, and once it runs out, you will fall.
But if you do 100 pull-ups, you should have an easier time with
Wait a
that.
second. I just intercepted new intelligence on the operation being executed by SEAL Team 10.
Intercepted?
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark about our presence.
So we just listen in.
I'm patching it through.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the president.
Is he safe?
He is safe.
What about the package?
Tell the guys upstairs that we've secured the package. Easy money.
Good work. Your retrieval is on the way. Come on home.
Roger that. Holy!
Alpha Zero, report.
Damn it! Cover the president!
Come in, Alpha Zero.
This is Alpha Zero. We're under attack. This is crazy. Is that...
Alpha Zero, respond. All
That's going a
Alpha,
bit
respond.
too far.
Raiden, the president's life is in danger. Head to Strut B now.
Why don't you do it?
That was a good one. I'm not even here. And of course the bridge has those loud grates too. So you gotta be careful where you're stepping. Turn around. Go away. There you go.
Alpha Zero. Come in, Alpha Zero.
Maybe I should just keep walking. I don't need to get involved with this.
All Alpha, come in. What's going on? Alpha, respond.
Excuse me.
What are you?
Five today. Or rather, 6.
Bill Lamar.
Get down! Where is he?
strange smell. You smell like... Are you? It has to be.
Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
Vamp,
Yeah, Queen?
are you all done cleaning up?
Yes, but wait till I tell you what I found.
Something interesting?
I'll tell you in person. Where are you?
In the central unit with the president.
Be right there.
Hold on. I'm not an enemy. Calm down. My name is Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin. Lieutenant Junior Grade.
Pliskin.
Are you a Navy SEAL? How did you get in?
Fast rope descent from a Navy chopper.
Ugh.
Have I seen you before?
That suit. Are you Foxhound?
That's right.
Foxhound was disbanded. Huh? Where were you before Foxhound? Delta Force?
I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21? That's about tactical IT deployment, right? Any field experience?
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking mission 60, weapons 80.
The Metal Gear Solid VR
Advanced
missions.
VR, huh?
But
That's
realistic in
Raiden's
every
training.
way.
A virtual grunt of the digital age, that's just great.
That's far more effective than live exercises.
You don't get injured in VR, do you? Every year, a few soldiers
I do
die in
love
field
that.
exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
So you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind control?
Right. What's going on?
The Alpha team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No, a single survivor.
The kid's wired with nanomachines.
I mean, sure, it sucks that
What
Snake
about
is
the
gone, but
president?
at least we have
Looks like they
Pliskin.
took him somewhere else.
I see. You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah, Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
What?
This is a top secret mission. No one can know that we're involved.
It's a little too late for that. What's up?
Take a look.
What the hell?
A Navy captain.
You all right?
Give me a few minutes. Must have lost
Yeah,
a few
for
more
real,
pints
though.
than I thought.
Like, a mask would have been really nice to go along with this suit.
That blood-sucking freak.
One better than the rebreather, I mean.
That was Vamp.
So you can actually have your peripheral vision still.
He's Romanian, a wizard with knives, as you saw.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee.
What is he?
One of the members of Dead Cell.
Dead Cell? Him?
A special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel. They were always close to the edge, but they became more and more extreme, began to go after US allies, even civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control, and it all came to a head 6 months ago.
What happened?
The unit was devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
Snake is dead, Raiden.
You mean the incident that made this big shell necessary in the first place?
Right, and he was the one that sank that tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news.
Remember
There's
when
not
I
a
did
lot of
all that?
difference between heroes
Went
and
around shooting
madmen.
everybody with the FAMAS?
You're
That was
saying
in the
Snake is
game?
still alive and pulled another one?
No, he's not involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
Snake is dead.
And buried.
What about the other soldiers? I saw Russian equipment too.
Former Soviet military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much ground for just Dead Cell members to hold down. You weren't briefed on any of this? And you came in alone to boot? Why? What are you really doing here? Can't tell me, huh?
No,
Fine
there will be
with
no
me.
further cloning nonsense.
I don't smoke.
Keep it anyway. May come in handy. Take this too.
That's loud. I don't...
Come in, Alpha Zero.
I mean, I
This is
guess it's
Bravo
better
Zero.
than nothing,
Currently
but it's so
between
loud.
B and C. The president is... Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is Bravo Zero.
Aren't you going to answer him?
Nah, forget it.
The BC connecting bridge.
We need to get there. Can you handle it?
I need a few more minutes. Remember my frequency. It's 141.80.
141.80. Got it.
I've been briefed on this plant's layout. If you need information on the place or about Dead Cell, contact me. You're using nano communication, right?
Yeah, but I can patch into your frequency.
Hey, what's your name?
Raiden.
Raiden. Strange code name.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
It's not an animal, though.
Maybe I'll
Foxhound
find
has the
out
whole
someday.
animal thing going on. A cute little Easter egg, but he is dressed up like how he is on the box art for Metal Gear 1. I'm gonna call him just so I can have his number saved in my codec. Contact list.
He's asleep? How much longer is this guy gonna sleep? Wish I were that relaxed.
There it is.
He's still sleeping.
Liquid!
Huh?
A weird thing for you to just shout like that, Fliskin. Alright, let me activate the nerd for this strut. If there's anything that this game deserves criticism for, like, not Raiden, but the big shell, it's a little bit monotonous. Strut, activate node, go to bridge, then strut, activate node, go to bridge, etc.
Jack, it's me.
Everything okay, Rose?
Don't you need to save the mission data?
Oh yeah, thanks for the reminder.
Yeah, I guess I do. I've only saved once today.
Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again. I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough? And we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay, I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
No doubt.
It's just such a fun button to press.
What the hell is that?
Right, and that is like the worst possible way you could have phrased that question.
Put me out of my misery.
This is impossible. Nothing will hit her. Is she the one they call Fortune?
Queen.
Don't let them take the president! Ready grenades! A dud!
A dud.
Today is another bad day. Is there anyone here that can give me happiness?
I always wish that you could use Fortune's railgun in this game. While you can't do it in this game, my wish would be granted in MGS4.
I'm so sorry, my beauties. I'll see you again someday.
Colonel, SEAL Team 10's Bravo team was wiped out.
I see.
What happened to the cargo choppers?
Both of them are at the bottom of the harbor. Looks like your new hosts have a Harrier too.
A Harrier? What is this?
Calm down. It just means they anticipated the attack.
What?
Besides, since the SEALs drew their fire, your infiltration went off without a hitch. On top of that,
how lucky
we know
for
their
me.
defensive capabilities.
Are you saying this was all a feint?
Raiden, get a hold of yourself. The entire mission is in your hands now. Do you understand?
But...
There's no time for questions. They could decide to retaliate for that failed assault.
You mean the hostages?
They could be in danger, yes. But we need to consider the possibility that they'll blow the whole shell. If that toxic spell does take place, it'll devastate not only the harbor, but poison the coastline for generations. Raiden, we've had to adjust the mission objectives. The priority is now on removing those C4s that the terrorists wired over the big shell. The President can wait, but this can't.
Colonel, you know I'm no bomb disposal expert.
That's not a problem. The Bravo team brought an explosives pro in with them. He was supposed to stand by on Strut C according to their mission plan. You should find him there.
Why don't you Is this according to simulation 2?
What are you talking about? Get to Strut C and find him.
Understood. But I need to ask you something before I go.
Make it quick.
Who are they? Dead Cell, I mean. They couldn't hit her no matter how hard they tried. And that vampire, too, it's like being in a nightmare you can't wake up from.
Jack, snap out of it.
And you, Rose, I can't believe you're on this mission. I keep thinking I'll wake up.
Raiden, this is real. And that's why you won't wake up.
But nothing seems real.
I've made up my mind to stay with you. Whether this is real or a bad dream, I'll keep watching you till it's over.
Thank you, Rose. And I won't let you be just a dream.
Are you two done? Raiden, you're needed on Strut C.
Yeah. Damn it. Eventually I'll get used to that. See if I can...
You've acquired some ration. Good. It's possible.
Colonel, do the...
Colonel, I'm trying to engage with the game's funny humor. Jeez. Wow, okay. I'm so used to circle being the confirm button
Jack?
still. Like, it's flipped on me now that I'm playing the HD collection games.
I can't believe you, Jack. Do you know what that place is?
I just thought maybe the bomb disposal instructor might be in there.
Why would he be in there?
You never know. He's AWOL and...
Even AWOL, a normal guy wouldn't go into a woman's bathroom. You're the only one I know who would. You're like really strange.
Rosemary, settle down.
But...
It's all right. Raiden, Rosemary is right. You should probably look someplace else. I can really sympathize with you there, though.
What, sir?
Nothing. Raiden, that's that. Return to your duties.
You guys are unbelievable.